Hey, oh, hello, and welcome to this amazing video. We are going to talk about something really cool, something that two of my calls recently got rejected when I was pitching the product. It did not got rejected, but then what happened, which is so weird. The whole voice is echoing. Ah. So what actually happened, I couldn't pitch for a lot of reasons, and that's why I kind of put these 5 points like a 5 times when you can pitch, but then 5 times when not to pitch your courses or one-to-one. So I'm taking high ticket calls, and I could sense a lot of things in the other person, and I couldn't go forward. And this is something that even you're going to face when you're doing that one-to-ones, when you want to push people into your one-to-ones or courses or communities. There will be places where this is purely, by the way, on one-to-one basis, not the course, but not the webinar part of it, but then one-to-one basis where you feel some sort of disconnect. So we are going to talk about 5 things. Thank you so much for joining this community. Welcome. This is Fazil. If you don't know me, this is yellow color. This is black. This is all stupid stuff. Weird things happening. Recording on 30th June 2022. Why so much of introduction, Fazil? It's like, start the content. Yes, let's jump into the content. So 5 times when I preferably this is something that I don't do. This is something, these are like the flags for me, red flags for me. When this happens, I am not pitching my product to anyone when it comes to one-to-ones. Cool. The first and foremost point is I'm using this brush pen because this gave up on me, and this is too bright. Like, this is really bright. This wasn't that bright. I have to invest in that one. Broke investment. Anyways, so the first and foremost point is when they have decided already and taken a pause. So the other day I was having conversation with one of the members. We haven't been having like table member, and we haven't been having conversations for more than 2 months right now. I just called her to the table and just on a casual call, and I asked like, why, like, what's happening? And so that person gave me the whole story of why that person is not being able to get over the calls and taken a pause, and that person has consciously thought about it, decided about it, and taken a pause from pursuing this particular business plan, this particular coaching, and this particular mentoring from my perspective, from me in general. So she has taken that pause for a couple of weeks because everything is so much happening in that person's life that person is not able to do things. So when you are having a conversation with that person, you need to be genuinely listening and understanding. Of course, there are ways you can pull triggers. Of course, there are psychological triggers that is like you can install need in them so that they can pay you money and get the working started. But there are cases when they cannot just do it. Think about you when you want to do something, but the guilt pressure was building on you so much, like the pressure and then the guilt pressure, and then it becomes like a burden on you. And people generally think about a lot of things, so they think about it, they decide, and they take a pause. So we shouldn't push to extremes with these people. You know what will happen? The relationship between you and that person is going to get spoiled. It's like, okay, Fazil is always asking money. It's like, I don't want to even talk to Fazil. If that one liner or one thought comes into them, they're never going to get into conversation, and the relationship that was built over a period of time, that's going to get spoiled because this person is asking money. You definitely get over a call, but then you see whether you can pitch or we shouldn't pitch. So point number 1. Second point is kind of important for me. It's very important for me, where second point is like no alignment. There are genuinely good people out there where you and that person don't match. Cool? It's not matchmaking. But then since you're going to continue on one-to-one sessions, there are some things that you need to be aligning on. There are people that have coached. There are people that have mentored, where though I want to pitch them so that I can take money because there's a lot of money over there, that person can actually give me money. But then I consciously decide I'm not going to pitch this person. And just you take all the help you want from Fazil, and I'm not even introducing to the next levels for me, because that conversation ends when the conversation ends. That's all. If there is no alignment, because there have been a lot of conversations where I felt, where if I'm going to take money, and if I introduce to a table call or the community, what is going to happen is in the future there are going to be clashes. In future there are going to be frictions. So it's like, that's a red flag for me. It's like, you need help, you take help. Over a period of time, you can take any free help from me, but then you just don't have to pay me money. I'm not even introducing you to a lot of things. So that's no alignment. Now, third one is extremely important, where this is all an experiential thing that I'm kind of sharing with you. Third one is already decided not to take your strategy. By definition, what does that mean? Is you are going to come across a lot of people, cool, where you're doing one-to-ones with them and stuff like that, and they have already decided on what they have to be doing next. Cool. They just come to you to talk to you and listen to your advices, but in the back of my mind, okay, Fazal, you're just saying trash. I'm going to do what I've already planned. So these category of people will never be, again, this goes directly with the second point, with no alignment, where they have already decided what they have to be doing, or what they are supposed to be doing in a way, and they somehow come and talk to you for whatever reason, and they are not just listening to you. When I sense that energy in the other person, I take like 10 steps back, because no matter what I'm going to do say next, that's going to go bounce on them. Even if the strategy is good or bad, I cannot critique them because they are in no position to listen to you, but they just want to talk to you. I don't know for whatever reason, they just talk to you. Point number, and they think they need suggestions, they think they need an advice, though they need an advice, but then they are just going to do what their head says anyway. So this is even a red flag for me. The fourth one is they genuinely cannot afford. You need to trace these people out, where you are having a conversation, trace as it. You need to look, you just have to sense that energy from them. Sense that if, say, you cannot be charging like 25,000, 30, 45,000 to a student who's studying, because they are not the decision makers. It's like that. It's like 25,000 for like 4 calls. You cannot do that. You need to make a really great package. Now, you need to be thinking in their perspective, whether they can afford, do they have that financial stability or not, financial security or not, because there will be a lot of places where you think they are stable, you think they have got financial security, but then you pitch the product, they back up. So when you're pricing, you need to be very conscious where their audience stands. Like, there was this one first ever sale that I did to a group, where I pitched XYZ amount and it bombed. They were like, oh, this is so much, and we had like awkward silences for like 5 minutes, and I had to wrap the call. No sale. The same XYZ amount, what I did, the other call, I lowered the price like by say 20, good 60%, and I pitched the amount again, and there were like 4 members, and they paid the whole money. Like within overnight, I was like making good amount of money. XYZ amount of money, not good amount of money. Like, that was for starters. The first initially pitched amount that I gave to this group, where it was all bomb, the same thing, I just wanted to test it out. So I pitched the same amount to a different group. Now they paid that XYZ amount because the financial stability and financial state was different in these two groups. So we need to be knowing exactly who can afford what. Cool. Then fifth and foremost, I think fifth again connects back to the first point, where genuine reasons. They're giving you genuine reasons. Okay, why they cannot move forward? They've got family. They've got like family to handle. They've got like work to handle. They've got like other businesses to handle. They got partnered with some group or something like that. So they have some genuine reasons where they just cannot, though they want to, but for them, you are not the priority. This work, for example, whatever you're pitching, for example, you're teaching them calligraphy. Calligraphy might not be a priority for them, though it used to be a priority, not anymore. And it may become a priority later, not now. So these are like the 5 things. When you can sense these 5 things with them, from them, when I sense these 5 things, I take like 10 steps back, so that I don't want to spoil the relationship with them. Because when you are working on a relationship, that's a bond. When you are working on the bond, what is going to happen is a long-term money. It's literally either long-term money. These people that you're working with, these are assets for you. So you work on relationships and bonds. Money might come from them, might not come from it, but then the people that they are going to refer you, maybe they are going to give you lots of money. Maybe that one person has got so many different clients that you don't even have to go out search for people. Just put a voice like, hey, I need this is help, for example, if you need that. So when you're working on relationships and bonds rather than money, things work. So don't spoil the relationship, don't be too pushing. You can be aggressive, not annoying. So these are like the 5 points. When they thought or already decided no alignment, already decided not to take your strategy, genuinely cannot afford, genuine reasons to back off. So that is the conclusion of this one video. So these are the reasons, these are the times when we don't pitch. I don't personally pitch. The next video that I'm going to record for you is going to be 5 reasons why we should give the checklist to people, because checklist is something really people love. So we are going to talk about 5 reasons over there, and this wraps the video. Thank you so much. May peace and blessings be upon you and your loved ones. See you in that exciting video.